Hey, Refuel, it's Pastor Ray, and I get the chance to pastor you all this morning because Christmas is like 19 days away, which means in the next 19 days, most of you are going to have to buy a present for every single person you know. And then, because you have all this extra free time, you're going to have to bake every cookie and eat all kinds of stuff, and then you're going to have to actually completely redecorate the house. Then you're going to have to go somewhere and find a tree and move a tree into your house and then decorate that tree. And then because you have all this free time, then you got to buy a card for every person you've ever known who has sent you a card or ever met in your entire life, and then address and send them a card. Kind of reminds me of the story of this lady. She actually called a cab. She had 3 young kids. It was Christmas Eve. She called a cab, went out, put her 3 kids in the back of the cab. And she said, I'll be back. Closed the door, went back in, and a half an hour later, she came back out. She opened up the cabs and said, okay, kids, get out. Let's go back in. And she said, what's the fare? And the cab driver said, what, don't you want to go somewhere? She said, no, it's Christmas. I got 3 young kids. I just wanted 30 minutes of peace and quiet. What are you going to charge me? Everybody here knows what that's feeling like. And to sort of explain how I think God wants us to deal with this, let me take you back about 2 weeks. My family and I, and Jason Crow's family, and a bunch of other families, we all went to Disneyland for Thanksgiving with 1 billion other people. Okay? And because Carol and I came back from that, and we were so used to being in long lines with 1 billion people, we went to Costco so we could repeat the same experience. And we're walking through Costco, and I saw this thing, and I've heard of these things, but we've never owned one. I saw this thing, and it's called a Roomba. You take it home, you plug it in, and then it just on its own vacuums your house for you. So we get this thing, take it home, and I'm all excited, so I push the button. Well, it came with the batteries not charged. So it has this little home-based thing, and it's got to go home to recharge. So I go, oh man, it's not going to work. So we set it on the charging thing, and as you probably guessed, my patience level's not all that high. So I wait 5 minutes, and then I say, now, Carol, let's see. So we're in our master bedroom. Carol's sitting there, I'm sitting there, and then our dog Max is looking at this thing like, what is this new thing here? And it kind of looks like we've added another pet to the family. And so I charged it for 5 minutes. I took it off, and I said, let's see if it's going to work. And Carol said, it's only been charging for 5 minutes. I went, let's give it a shot. It's this cute little thing. It's got this little green button on the top. So you press this little button, and it goes beep, 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 beep. And then you press it one more time, and it goes, and it starts up, and magically starts learning your room. It starts vacuuming. And for about 3 minutes, it was awesome. And then at about 3 minutes, it sort of freaks out. And I think it's like, oh no, the battery's dying, I'm dying. You know, so it beep, 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 it shuts, it stops, it spins in a circle, it goes beep, 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 and then it was so cute. The little thing just was like, I'm running out of juice, and it headed right for its home, docked itself, and recharged itself, and just went, and turned off all the and it just sat there. And it recharged for the rest of the night. And we were laughing so hard, the dog's going nuts. But I was looking at that thing and I went, that little Roomba vacuum cleaner is smarter than most American Christians. Because when it was losing power, when it was losing energy, when it was disconnected, it was smart enough to realize this is not a good condition to be in. And it was smart enough to realize not only is running on empty a bad idea, it knew enough to dock, recharge, and go home, okay? Christmas is a rush. You got to go to the mall with 1 billion other people. You got to, all this stuff. And it's not like you can go, I'm not doing any of this stuff. If I can pastor you for a minute, I just want to say this. You will be at your best when your batteries are recharged. You will be at your best in all the busyness of the season if you will give God time every day. Come home, connect to God, dock up to God, get His Word in your life, spend some time with God, and then after you've been recharged, you will be at your best in every other setting. That's living. Moral of the story, try to be smarter than a $300 self-cleaning vacuum cleaner. God bless you all. Have a great day. Don't forget to redock.